effectiveness of the e-Residency program. During the first 5 years of the e-Residency program from 2014 to 2019, Estonia has granted e-Residency digital ID cards to more than 63,000 foreigners from 174 countries. Digital ID allows e-residents to use e-services and create an Estonian company. In the audit, the National Audit Office assessed whether the e-Residency program encourages the e-resident companies to bring income to Estonia, and whether the control systems ensure that the participants in the e-Residency program are law-abiding. Firstly, the National Audit Office found that the revenues of the e-Residency program exceed the expenses by almost 10 million euros. But 95% of revenue is paid by 6% of companies. Thus, the income of the program depends on a small number of companies. Also, companies of e-residents from the European Union and its neighboring countries have paid 65% of the taxes. When including Russia, that figure would be 85%. Therefore, companies of e-residents from other parts of the world have paid 15% of the program's revenue. E-Residency program has introduced new entrepreneurs to the Estonian business landscape. The majority of the over 12,000 e-resident entrepreneurs can be considered as new. The remaining e-residents have had previous connections with Estonian companies. However, neither Enterprise Estonia, the governing body of the program, nor any state agency have a consistent and uniform overview of the total revenue and expenses of the program, which makes it difficult to manage. The National Audit Office recommends keeping as accurate an overview as possible of the total expenses and revenues of the e-Residency program, so that Enterprise Estonia and the Ministry of Economic Affairs and Communications can make informed decisions in managing the program. Secondly, the National Audit Office found that the ex-ante and ex-post controls do not ensure that the participants in the e-Residency program are law-abiding. The Police and Border Guard Board has issued digital IDs to foreigners with valid criminal offences abroad. They have also not revoked the documents of some e-residents who have committed a crime in Estonia during the validity of the digital ID. According to the Police and Border Guard Board, one of the reasons for this is that there are no IT solutions which would allow necessary inquiries. In addition, digital IDs have been issued to foreigners with a valid business ban abroad, and digital IDs have not been revoked for e-residents who have received a business ban abroad during the validity of the document. Estonia recognizes Finland's business bans, and this data has been available to state agencies since 2009. According to the Police and Border Guard Board, they cannot make necessary inquiries into Finnish business bans during the follow-up inspection due to a lack of IT solutions. With other countries, there is no existing exchange of data on business bans. The National Audit Office recommends considering the use of burden of proof for e-Residency applicants and e-residents more often. Therefore, it would be possible to request evidence of valid criminal records and absence of business bans during the application, or where appropriate, during follow-up inspection. The National Audit Office also recommends that the Police and Border Guard Board will be provided the IT solutions for making necessary inquiries. In addition, the National Audit Office noticed that the digital ID is issued without an obligation for foreigners to contribute to the development of the Estonian economy, education, science or culture, even though it is the legal purpose of issuing the document. Therefore, the National Audit Office recommends establishing a condition for the issue of an e-residence digital ID, which obliges the applicant to contribute to Estonia, as well as verifying it upon extension of the ID, or if required, in follow-up inspection. In summary, the National Audit Office found that the revenues of the e-Residency program have started to exceed the expenses in the end of the first 5 years of operation. However, control systems are deficient because foreigners with a valid criminal penalty and business ban can participate in the program. You can read the longer version of the audit report on the website of the National Audit Office, riigikontroll.ee.